This character has to. You already know character did it. I'm here with Mr. Cooper, man of many trades. Bro, tell us about yourself.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I am Mr. Cooper, the one and only. But I am the owner and founder of Signature Seriez Entertainment Incorporated, and I am the co-owner, also founder of the most prestigious network in the land, that is the Signature Seriez Network, amongst other things.
Hell yeah.
Singer, songwriter, actor.
Okay.
Yeah, amongst other things. Yeah.
Now you're under time restriction because I want to go way back, but let's stick to the highlights.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it and see where it goes.
All
And
right,
I'm pretty. Hold on, we good for time, just a little bit. Let's talk.
all right.
Okay.
How old are you?
Oh man, I'm 42.
And where are you from?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
And where are you at now?
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what'd you do after high school?
Damn, what did I do after high school? High school wasn't even I like to say high school wasn't even a thing for me. I believe when I was in school, school didn't want me, if that makes any sense. And I was a father at an early age, So a father at 16.
Wow.
Yeah. So with that being said, there were a lot of things that I had to do that I didn't know, and I had no help in the matter of acquiring. So one of those things was trying to map out being a teenager, learning how to be a father and a man with no help and guidance from the family members, and let alone the society. Because as young men, as young parents, as I talk about on my podcast, Convos with Mr. Cooper, I was put on child support at the age of 16 years old. Yeah, let that sink in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, really let that sink in. Being on child support for being a young father. Let that sink in. And so there were things that were against me. There was already a finish line that I was behind, but with that put in place, it was terrible. And not going into all of that, but yeah, that's where I started. So school really wasn't a thing for me.
Right. You had to get on your grind anyway.
I had to get on my grind early. Sports wasn't a thing anymore. It's just what it is. And but I did get my GED. Get this, while I was managing a Singular wireless store.
Damn.
So let that sink in.
How old were you then?
I was about 21.
Wow. Okay.
I was about 21 when I got my GED, and made it clear, because during that time, I was still working.
Yeah.
Had to make something happen. But on my time, as a thing that I wanted to accomplish for myself, while I was working this job that I wasn't qualified for, but I clearly was qualified for.
Right.
And on my time there, while managing, I would go in the back. I would study. I didn't have time to go to school, so I took the course, and I would study and take the tests that needed to be taken, because education wise, you don't need all of the 12 hours a day and all of that stuff. You just need to know what you know, and you need to study that, and you can easily just go take a test to
Absolutely.
get you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like the educational system is crazy. That's one thing I don't have my children involved. My girls are homeschooled. My 11-year-old, she is a coder. She's doing coding at 11. She is making her own apps and video games and things at that age, things that she would not be able to learn if she was sitting in someone's classroom right
Absolutely, bro.
Because that educational portion and the educational system is fucked.
Everything in the educational system is
It's
fucked.
it's fucked. So and I refuse to allow my children to go through the experiment that is
Yeah.
school.
The indoctrination,
So,
man.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's me, and that's the educational route. I did go back and get it for myself. I
Sure.
did go back and get it to accomplish that, and yeah.
So I'm sure, right when you left high school because of the child support thing, I'm sure you had various jobs, just hustling away for a few years, and then you ended up at Singular Wireless, which I know what that is, but a lot of people watching this have no idea what Singular
Oh
Wireless
yeah,
is.
yeah. Let me see. I'm dating myself, guys. Like I told you, I'm 42. You know, I'm seasoned at this. But my work background is really delved into sales,
Okay.
and Singular Wireless for you young bucks and you guys that are not aware. It is a former cell phone company, guys.
It's like flip
Cell
phones.
phones before your iPhones,
Yep.
before all of that things. I was at the head of that in telecommunications. So we sold. There was AT&T back then. Singular Wireless merged with AT&T back then. There were things called anytime minutes, guys. We was running off minutes. We wasn't paying. We was running off minutes. That's
Certain
how.
times of the day were free,
Yeah,
and
certain
then
times of the day. So you wasn't calling nobody. He was like, man, hey, don't call me around this time, but I'll talk to you later tonight. That's how it used to run. So telecommunications was my thing, you know, and sales. I perfected sales. But to your point on jobs, my take on jobs, even later on now being the owner of multiple businesses and contributor to other businesses, um, they were always a means to an end, right? I could see myself on those jobs because I had to. I had no other choice. I had no other way to do it, but there was always a ceiling. So I can't speak for any other person or any other man or or anybody that goes through what I went through. Every man goes through their own things. Every woman goes through their own thing, But for me, my story is different, and I stand on that but people can resonate with it. You know what I mean? Because when you work for somebody, you get to a certain point to where you can't break that ceiling. Whether it's on you or the powers that be. There's a certain place where you get to where you just can't crack that ceiling until you
yep.
own something for yourself.
Damn right.
And so, and I never realized that. I never understood that. Why would I be used for my labor on jobs, whether it was a warehouse job or something like that? Because I was a big guy, da 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 da. You didn't think I had this, but
Right.
I didn't understand that, that 90-day probation thing, right? I would always get to the 90, especially when you're helping to build a business. I would get to the 90-day probation, right? That get to about them 88 days, where under the 90-day probation rule on jobs, you work for 90 days, and the job has 90 days to say, okay, well, we want to keep you, or
Right.
you let your ass go. And that's what I saw myself doing. I could never spend more than 5 months on a job, 3 months on a
I feel
job,
you.
and it wasn't voluntary, because I had to make money.
Yep.
I had to try to support, and again on that side, it happens to more men than women. Let me say that. I'll go out and say that it does happen to a lot more men than women when it comes to the job market. However, I made it a conscious decision.
Okay.
I made a conscious decision to pursue trying to get it for myself. I saw my mom work very hard and working for the state for years, and as a single mother, and she went back to school, became a double certified chef, and she turned that into her own catering business. So that was my influence, if you will, into business.
Made you realize it's
I have
possible.
to own it for myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So seeing that mirrored with the doors getting slammed in my face and all of that stuff, and It takes a toll on you. The average man wouldn't be able to make it what I've been through, let alone sit here and be able to talk to you.
No doubt, no doubt,
The average person wouldn't be able to go through what I've been through.
no doubt, bro. No doubt. So how long have you had the Signature Series?
I've had Signature Seriez Entertainment for more than 10 years. It was a LLC before, and then I wanted to incorporate it as we grew. And so a solid 5 years as a corporation. And but it's always been my baby. When you see these wings behind me, when you see Signature Seriez, I did that.
Hell yeah, bro.
And so to see where it is today, though, the expansion of partnering with Blaze and then expanding into creating the network, that was a pivotal moment. But I want everyone to know that, again, when you see these wings, just know that Mr. Cooper, the guy
Mr.
that you
Cooper
don't
did
see,
that.
yeah, I did that. That's me.
Hell yeah, bro.
So
And
I
flex
just
on
wanted
that,
to make
bro.
that
That's something to be
clear.
proud of. That's something to be proud of.
Oh no, not just to be proud of, but just to, I'm that humble shit is over. Being humble in a sense is more so like downplaying yourself. Why should I have to downplay myself for anybody? And also it's a testament to being able to partner with the right individual.
Tell me about
I
that. Tell
saw
me how
I
you
saw
ended up
things.
partnering with Blaze Hunter.
Man, me and Blaze have a history, and man, I've heard of the producer, the engineer of Blaze Hunter, and so back in 2013, I created one of my first songs. Excuse me, and it was entitled "All I Want Is You." This was back in 2013. Listen to me close. And I said to myself, I need to get in contact with Blaze, because I heard his mixes and I was like, damn, if he could throw that mix on here, it'd be ridiculous. So I sought him out on Facebook. And 9 times out of 10, what I didn't realize is he was accessible back then. And we talk about this all the time, of how we crossed paths on so many different occasions before 2013. And we have so many people. We're from the same city. We have so many key people that's in music, that are artists, or key influential people, especially now, that we have worked with, and we never crossed paths before 2013. And then 2013, when I sent it to him via email, sent him the stems, he sent me back what you hear on my EP today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And so that's how that started. And then in I'm gonna say late 2018, we reconnected. I started working with a company that was managing or helping to manage my brand. And we invited him up to the offices one day, and this is documented. I believe it's on one of my documents, on my documentaries on YouTube, My Life in Black and White episode. I want to say episode 2 or 3. I want to say either one of those, where you see a young Blaze Hunter and a young Mr. Cooper. And the beard was not this long at all. And his hair, he didn't even have hair. He had a low cut.
Were you always bald?
I've been bald for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
I've been bald, but there's some footage out there with a low cut, and it's rare. It's rare. But we linked back up, and he was the head director of music, the director of everything for Universal Music. And he saw something in me musically from my presentation, what I brought to the table, my moniker, the modern day crooner, um, just a grown man element of music. The music that I make and that I was making at the time was geared towards my wife. If you listen to My Life in Black and White and the 3 songs on the EP, it's telling you a story. It went past so many people's heads, but it's telling you a story from the titles of the songs. All I Want Is You, which I did in 2013. I Love Your Dress, which I did in 2016 and got so much press and for other things that I can't discuss. Not I can, NDAs and all of
Okay,
that. But
okay.
there was a situation
Damn.
with that particular song that you can Google and look up for yourself. Like I said,
Okay.
I
I'll
can't
check it
discuss.
out. I'll check it out for sure.
But again, that's I Love Your Dress. Yeah, Mr.
Okay.
Cooper, I Love Your Dress, and No Mercy. So I put those songs together, but I wrote those songs and created those songs for my wife. It was a telling a story about my wife. So what I wanted to portray with my music was a man can be a real man. I can I can fly wherever I need to fly to handle business. I can do business, but I can also reverence and respect my wife wherever I am. I can still show respect as if she's in my presence, outside of my presence.
Damn
You
right.
get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I wanted to showcase that in the music, and he saw that, and so we connected then. And then in around 2019, he had to relocate for medical reasons, and that allowed him to establish his radio station, which I'm extremely proud of. That he did. We were in talks, and he would contact me, and I would tell him, bro, right now is the time. There's a shift coming, so right now is the time for you to start your shit. Go ahead and do it. And we're he's there. I'm the general manager of Blaze It Up Radio as well. So that's just a testament to our relationship and our business relationship and our business acumen. And then once that was established, he talked to me, and we talked, and we had the idea of the next wave of how to make a content creation space for the independent content creator. And it started out just for independent artists, but then it grew to for all independent content creators. We are the home. We are the network. We are where everybody has to come and see us. I'm just going to tell it right now.
I'm on it.
He's on it. He has a show on our network. So now I just want to say this. All of the hard work that has been put to building the network and to providing this space for everyone, Blaze was really adamant about giving people a chance. He is really adamant about that. I am too, to a certain extent. Let me make it perfectly clear. I pull no punches. I take no bullshit. This is what we created. So what we created is something that needs to be sustained and taken seriously and cherished, because I can't want more for you as an artist, as a creator, and everything else than you want for yourself.
Exactly.
And we still have business to handle. So I'm all about making sure that things happen in that way. And there are careers that I'm in charge of. There are careers that right now, I love it when it does the close-ups. There are careers that right now matter to me. My son, for instance. My son is, I'm extremely proud of him and how he has started his career, and he did it on his own terms. Mari Ben Raw, just so y'all know, Mari Ben Raw is the one and only. That's his name. Anybody else is a phony. But he is a tremendous artist. He is a great artist in his own right, and he's only getting better. So, but to his testament, he did everything by himself from finding his engineer, from finding his voice, from booking his studio time.
Hell yeah.
And then once he had everything together and put together, he didn't call on me, Dad, could I need you
Right.
to do this. I know you got this,
Right.
but I need none of that. He stood 10 toes and did it himself. And now he is able to this is his birthright. You know what I'm saying? Behind me, this is his birthright.
Damn right.
The label is we're doing things that is unprecedented, and we're doing it at a pace where the world now is about to catch up. So.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Y'all are working on crazy big things and things that no one else is doing.
Yeah. It's and the work, when you get to that level too, it don't stop. We know. Listen, I'm not putting everybody in our business, but recently we've had meetings. There are things down the pipe
Yep.
that are shocking me every day, but it's not stopping me from working. I still have to go and shoot. The news that just came out for me a couple of weeks ago has shocked me and put me in another realm, and I have to prepare for that. So I just got casted as the lead in a brand new series that will be on I want to say Prime Video and Tubi. The Gray Area, DJ Entertainment's The Gray Area. I'll be playing Mayor Adrian Gray.
You look like a Mayor Adrian Gray.
I know, right? You goddamn it.
That's what's up though. Congrats, bro.
Yeah, thank you. So, it's there's a lot of work. There's a lot of preparation. There's so much that's coming with it, but yet we still do. We finally got this interview.
I know, right, bro?
You know what I'm saying? But it's work. Exactly. And if I don't want to work with anybody that's not willing to put in the same, if not more, than me, and we're gonna outwork the hell out of anybody.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, I mean, I get up in the morning, I come in to my office, and I stay in my office till 10, 11 o'clock at night.
And grind it out.
That's just what I do. It's what you gotta do. What was the first 5 years of Signature Seriez like?
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Trial and error. When you're doing it yourself and you don't have a solid team to depend on, not delegate to, but to depend on, you're forced to do it yourself. I'll give you an example. There were artists that I worked with, and Signature Seriez Entertainment is, we have a label, we have a entertainment consultant agency now, and for me to formulate that, before I had that in place, there were artists and stuff that I believed in, and this is what shaped me to be who I am today. So if any artist deals with me, you'll understand why. There were artists that I literally had on my label. There were artists that I really got behind. There were artists that and sometimes it doesn't take money to start that, guys. It takes relationship, and it takes belief.
Yep.
It takes belief. And I put people on. I would talk for people. I would go in the rooms. I would put myself out on the line for people, and people would not shout the name. People would not give the credit.
Yep.
People would not do these things, and it didn't stop me from still doing what I wanted to do, because at the end of the day, if I'm giving you the go ahead to use my name, to use our essence, to have the machine behind you, I would expect the same thing in return as far as gratitude.
Damn right.
I do things because I want to do them, not because I have to do them. And every artist that I got behind and that I believe, besides God rest the dead, my homeboy JT Hollywood, him and my other homie who's a tremendous artist right now, who is Nardo. Those are the only two kind of artists that I would do anything for. That's not directly connected to me, like my son and everything like that. But and as well as Blaze Hunter. Blaze is on the label. Signature Seriez Entertainment, So I believe in those, but back then, starting out within those 5 years, I had people that was, on that didn't believe and showed it in their action. And I was blind to the fact because I still had a heart to want to do for people. No, no, no. I do what I want now. So it's the trial and error and knowing who to have in your corner, knowing who to tell your goals to, because you can't tell it to everybody else. You do need certain people that you could trust in, but you can't give your goals and your dreams out to everyone else because they're either scared that you're going to eclipse them, or they just simply don't want you to succeed, and they would speak against you. So you don't want to give people the power to speak against what's coming to you, what's coming for you.
Facts.
So those 5 years were that.
Yep.
Were trial and error, and now there's a tight knit group. There's a solid plan. There's things that we've done already that like I said, you go and look up I Love Your Dress. You Google me. Everybody that watches this, Google me, because after that was a lot of shit talking, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're here. We're alive. We're doing great things. We are a part of changing the course of entertainment, and that is what I'm most proud of right now. So,
man, my next question was going to be, tell me about your biggest accomplishments, but I think you just did.
You know what? I don't even see those as big accomplishments. I see those as this needed to get done in order for this to get done. This needed to get done in order for this to get done, and God damn it, we got it done. Hey, listen, everybody can talk. Everybody can talk, but I don't hear words. I see actions. And it just so happens that there are very few people that can back up what they said they either can do or have done. It's documented with us, and that's the thing that I want to get across. There needs to be we command respect because the accomplishments of what we've done, but I don't think there's a big thing, a huge thing yet, as far as from a grand scale. From the point of us knowing that we've already created generational wealth for our families and anybody that has the brains to attach themselves to us for the right reasons, that is it for me. That may not seem big to anybody else, but that's huge for me.
Absolutely.
That's huge for Blaze. It's set in stone. It's done. So continuing to make a way for people that believe in themselves, people that believe in their craft, people that believe in what they can bring to the table, what they can do for their careers. We only have the platforms to help you move. We only have the guidance, if you will, if you want to learn. But people all the way around, you got to invest in yourself.
Exactly. And you got to spend the time. If you get on Blaze Hunter's radio station, you don't tell anybody. No, your fans aren't going to know. You got to drive them.
They're not going to know a damn thing. And right now, you got to be in tune to your fan base, and you have to be in tune to your market. You got to stay in your lane.
Yep.
And most people don't know where their lane is, and that's where they get fucked.
What have been your biggest obstacles?
I'd say early on would be lack of support. I would say getting over the support hurdle. and then realizing that you don't need anyone's support. You just, but support will come. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yep.
focusing on,
Just focus on you, and
yeah,
they'll see you.
yeah, and I say early on in business, finding the funding
Mm.
is very important.
How did you?
We are still moving around the way we move, and it's from our work. Our funding is 100% from us.
Damn.
So yeah, we move things. We make these things happen.
How did you turn? When did Signature Series become profitable for you?
Man, I say in a 3-year span.
And now it's such a different time now too.
Yeah.
What were you making money off of in 3 years after you started?
Based off jobs, consulting jobs, things to get by. Like I said, I'm a singer, so I'm not only singing on songs, but I'm featured on songs. We move with the different talents that we have. Again, like I just mentioned, I just got casted in my very first starring role, and this is my second role from just an appearance in a short film back in I want to say 2017.
Damn.
Don't date me. So just really put some thought into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my very first ever role is a lead role in a series.
That's when you know you're meant to be doing something, bro.
Yeah, man. So like I said, financially, I'm sad to say people don't really need to look at it from a finance and a profitability standpoint, in a sense, because when you realize that currency isn't currency, and when you realize, I don't want to really,
Yeah, just go read Rich Dad Poor Dad. You'll get it.
Yeah. When you realize that the dollar means nothing, when you realize that things have shifted, when you realize you're straw man, when you realize just a bunch of things, then you'll know how to move.
Yep.
You'll know how to move until we decide to come out of the matrix and actually wake up and utilize these different strengths that we're born with. I'm talking in code, but
I see. I hear
whatever.
You. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Once you do that, then you'll be able to figure it out. Until then, you'll just be running in circles, running on that hamster wheel.
Yep.
Waking up, going on these people's job, making the money for them, getting a fraction of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
People get jobs out of fear, bro. That's it.
Yeah. But bro, it's so crazy because I realized that early, and I was forced into this. It wasn't even get a job, have a career.
Right. Early on,
man, you can excel in this. I was
16 years old, you with child support. You realize that you need more than just a job.
What? A regular fucking Burger King or a regular
don't even get the child support, bro.
And then why are you putting a child on child support?
Yeah, it took me a second to digest it when you first said it, because I was like, wait, the government was paying? If someone was paying? No, you were paying. Like, oh my god, it's so crazy, bro.
So it gets deep. It gets deep. So I just want you all to know that and this is just a little bit of the story. We've gone up and down. It's just a little bit. We're gonna have to have another time to sit down and really dive in. But it was a hell of a ride to get to where we are right now, and to where I am right now. And I really have to credit, a few people. My wife, Queen, I love you. My children. The one thing about me is the respect and love of my children. And that's dope as hell to me, that they see me doing my very best to make a better life for them, and then they're following in my footsteps in their own right.
That's a dream.
So it is I mean, can't money can't quantify, that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It can only enhance it for some people, but when you take money out of the equation, and just really focused on the shit that matters, creating generational wealth is gonna sustain the money. So
no doubt, bro. No doubt. Are you? Do you need to go soon?
no.
No.
No. I say in about I gotta hold on, let me check it. We good? I gotta shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is I'm in a suit all the time. We talked about this off camera. If you see me, I'm in a suit all the time. But there's a shoot today. Looking very debonair
You are.
today.
You are.
So yeah, man. I do appreciate the time though.
No, of course, and I would love to do it again, bro. Like I'd love to hear the details of the whole journey of the Signature Series, and I mean, and also, bro, there's a whole journey between 16 and when you started the Signature Series that I can't imagine the stories you got from that time.
Well, those will be coming out in a book soon. Working on a book. Working on a few books. One is more personal. I'll release the title at a later date, but one of the main books I'm working on is a few ebooks. One is how to market yourself and how to brand yourself as an independent artist. And so I'll have a few volumes of that soon. Working on the fourth season. Oh, wow, that's so crazy to say. The fourth season of my podcast, Convos with Mr. Cooper. I suggest everyone take time wherever you listen to podcasts, when you're working out, where you vibing, whatever you're doing. Take time, pull up Convos with Mr. Cooper. You can go on my YouTube and watch it. Also, you can watch it on the most prestigious network in the land. Also, myself and my wife, the very first season of our podcast that we started this year, No BS with the Coopers. You get more of an insight of just who I am with my queen, who my queen is. You hear more of her story and our story together,
I'd like
how
to
we
see that
came up.
dynamic. I'd like to see that dynamic for real.
Yeah, it's dope. That is also on every podcast platform available. Yeah, man. Myself, Blaze, we are putting together the BHBC Talent Agency. Yeah. So think Entourage and think Ari Gold and E when you think of that, and we'll just put a pause on that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, the network, the Signature Seriez Network. Make sure you all subscribe to the network. Blaze It Up Radio. Oh my God, we're doing thousands. It was over 50-some thousand listeners.
Hell yeah, bro. That's a lot of people, bro. That's a lot of people. Daily. Damn.
Daily. And then also, soon, I guess I can announce it on your show. Okay. I'll announce it on your show now. I'm going to do it now. But we are in talks. The Signature Seriez Network are in talks of becoming official partners with Musique. There will be more news on that, but I figured this is the best place to bust that news
doubt,
out.
Right? Yeah.
So shout out to everybody in the whole team, all of us, the whole team at Musique. That is museiq.io, museiq.io. Artists.
Yeah.
You've been hearing, I know Karikter's been talking about it. Blaze has been talking about it. You'll be hearing from me soon on an official level. But man, when I tell you, artists, if you don't lock in right now, you're doing a disservice to yourself, your career, your livelihood. Exactly. That's all I'm going to say about it. MuseiQ. Musique.
Just go download it and get everyone you know to do the same.
Everyone. Man, you gotta clip this because they need to know that. They need to know this.
Yeah, I'll cut it up for sure.
Y'all need to know this off rip. Musique.
Musique.
But yeah, man. Yeah, that's about all. I'm sure I missed a lot, but I got so much going on.
Yeah, no
Again,
doubt,
look
bro.
out for the gray area. Look out for Mirror Gray, which will be premiering in the beginning of 2025. So,
Bet. Hell
yeah.
yeah, bro. I appreciate your time. I look forward to being able to do it again and get a little further into the story.
Oh
But this
yeah.
has been
Oh yeah.
Character
We
Asked
got the
It.
time.
This has been Character Asked It. I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate you, bro.